Alright, we're just going to take a quick look at some of the features and functions of the Crew Carrier Vice Slider. And then in this case, we just have it sitting on a workbench right now, so the top of the workbench is simulating the top of a bumper, top of the rear bumper, and then the piece of wood is just simulating the back of the carrier. And this is real tight back here. It's tucked up nice and tight. Riding right on top of the bumper, nothing hanging off the back of the bumper. That's the travel position there. And then the base plate is held in place by 4 bolts. So you'd have to drill 4 holes to mount this in the bumper. 2 there, and then 1 here, and then 1 on the other side on the base plate. And then the top plate's held in place by 4 grade 8 bolts here and here. Those bolt into the rail itself that are underneath, and then those bolts are captured by these fold over tabs. We didn't want to use any high strength Loctite. Just want to be 100% sure that there's no way this thing can vibrate loose, and then also keep it 100% serviceable. So that's the travel position there. And then just to speak to the detent here, this pin in the travel position is detented into the shift or the slide rail that's underneath here, so it can't move forward or backwards. The top plate's held in place by that detent. So I'll shift it over to the work mode for you now. Now we've just we've pulled our detent, our little detent pin here, and the vise is in work mode. So it slid the top plate and the vise out 4 inches. So now you have space back here. Even though the vise is completely collapsed, you still have 4 inches of room back there, and the vise can rotate 360 degrees, giving you plenty of workspace there. The top plate and the vise are held in place from going forward or backward by this bolt that is in the slide rail here. It's maxed out, it can't slide any further. This slide slot is stopped. It's up against the back end of this right now, and then the detent works on the use position as well, because it can't slide back any further. And then because we have two slide rails, the vise can't go side to side. So if you're sharpening a tool or you have something in there that you're really reefing on, this thing does not move. It's just like having it on a super solid workbench, or a back of a bumper, something real solid. You can't feel any play in it at all. So that's pretty much how it works, and how it mounts and everything. It's real simple, real solid design, and it's made out of 3/8 plate, all grade 8 bolts, tool steel on the slides, which all could be replaced if somehow you damaged something. And one of the other safety features is, we kind of talked about it because it's in its use position right now. It can't go any further backwards, so even if you forgot to slide the vise back in, it still can't fall off of there in any way. So it's stuck there until you physically move it back in place by just simply rotating the vise around, spinning the vise around, pulling the detent, and sliding the table back in, the slider back in. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions.